Well, hello there. This is Kathy Crow at the Crow Cottage, and I hope you are having a wonderful day. It is again a windy day here, and this year it's just windy every day. But I did get out on my bike ride already this morning, and that was nice. And it's beautiful. It was kind of cold last night, and yeah, so I'm enjoying the cooler weather. I'm gonna do my drawing. Every week I draw names of those who share. When you watch this video, please comment shared and share it. And then I will enter you in this drawing. And everybody who has a chance to do this, you will definitely win. Hi, Jewel. Jewel, you won last week. Jewel, your envelope, I had it all ready to go, but I found it under a pile of stuff about 2 days ago. So it's coming, but it's actually getting mailed today. So yours is coming. Thank you for sharing. I appreciate it. Appreciate being on here with me. It makes doing this so much easier. It's kind of weird when I'm doing it all by myself. I've had to do that once or twice, and that is kind of strange when I have to do that. So at any rate, I appreciate that. And let me get rid of a message that just came in up there. And Trudy, nice to see you. Thank you for sharing too. Okay, so I'm going to do the drawing. I'm going to give people a chance to pop on. So let me show you really quick one of the cards. Now, I hope I get to this one. This one was really pretty. We're going to do Jar of Flowers, and I really liked this one. But the first one I want to do is actually a shaker card. And so you know, shaker cards, so fun to do. I've got like it all in this little, hope I can get all of the goodies out of the little package I have it all saved in so I don't lose all of my pieces. It has several pieces. Okay, so anyway, finally got it out. So there's the shaker card we're doing. And I want to show you the birch background. That one's really pretty. And this is the first time I think I've really used it much. I know I've used it a tiny bit, but not a lot. So, hey, Aunt Connie, good to see you guys. I heard your phone call come in this morning, but I was too busy to pick up. So I will, I'll call you guys probably tomorrow. I don't know if I'll have time today. All right, so doing the drawing, we'll see who won from sharing. Now, last week I did that Summer Days, and I really like that stamp set. It's really cute. I'm excited to use it with some other things, but and I am going to use it with some other things, but the little guy with a kite is so small that he was a little harder to use on with some of our other scenes than I thought. So I might have to stick him in with some other stuff. All right, so I got a name. Let's see who won, and it's Jewel again. Congratulations, Jewel. This is your lucky day. So Jewel, I bet you that envelope is in the mail and it'll be gone before I get done, and I will just have to send you another one. Otherwise, if I can snag it before the mailman takes it, I can get 2 in there. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and put the camera down so that we can get started, and let's see what we can accomplish. Now I kind of have to finagle this around to see what, and then I have to get up here on the computer and try to find my video so I can see your comments, because now that my computers or the phone's here, I cannot see those anymore. So let's see if I can find myself. This is the tricky part every time, is trying to actually find myself. And there, I'm on. That was easy today. Nice. Hi, Freddie. Good to see you. Thanks for sharing. Appreciate it. All right. Good to see you guys. Freddie, make sure you are ready to have, I wonder, are you going to do lunch with us on Friday, or are you just going to watch us? Or on Wednesday, I mean. We're actually doing a fun little team thing this Wednesday. So I'm trying to get some details for that. All right, so this is the card we're working on, and it is a shaker card. It is so cute, but I might not, I wonder if I got everything for it. I think I did. So I'm going to color one for you so you can see what I did, because this is Freddie, you gave me that Wink of Stella, and I really appreciate it because I saw on our demonstrator planning place someone was coloring with Wink of Stella, and so I thought I wanted to do that, but I did one already, so you don't have to watch me color the whole thing. And so if I don't know if you hadn't sent me that Wink of Stella, I might not have wanted to practice with it because I've never done that before, and I wasn't sure if it would ruin my Wink of Stella, but it didn't actually. It doesn't ruin it, so it is something that you can do. But yeah, Freddie, if you hadn't sent that to me, I might not have wanted to give that a try, so thank you for that. All right, so let me get my blocks over here on the side so I know what I'm doing. All right, so the first thing I want to do, I've already pre-cut my paper. Now this one is actually our Pink Pirouette retired. I've got, I think this might be my last sheet. And, oh, Freddie, you're gonna, oh good, yeah. Go to that, go to our demonstrator planning place because it's on there, not too awfully far down, and to see what she does. It's the Jar of Flowers one that she does. And that she shows you how to do the Wink of Stella, and she put her link right in there. Now, for those of you who are not Stampin' Up, you should join us. You know, join our team because we do fun things like lunch on Wednesday and crafting together for free. But when you live here, obviously, Freddie, you're not able to take part in the free crafting with us. Unfortunately for you, you'd have to. Your plane ticket would sort of eliminate any savings in the in the crafting. But anyway, if you join now during this month, let me get this promo out of the way. Join right now and you will get almost, when you include the free bundle and everything, you get almost $200 worth of stuff, people, right now for $99. So that is no obligation. You get that in your starter kit. You put what you want in your starter kit, and you get that free bundle. You get to be part of our Crow's Nest Crafters team, which is a very fun team. And there you go. So that's what you should do. Now the first thing I want to do then is I think I cut this 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, and this is Petal Pink, and this is soft suede. It's just about 7/8 of an inch. I'm not 7/8. 1/8 of an inch smaller than that's about what I'm going for. And then this one's up just a little bit more. So those are gonna layer right on there, and I might as well just do that. Yeah, maybe I won't. I don't want to. I usually save that till the end because sometimes things happen and then I have to cut new pieces and then they aren't sized accurately for that other one. This is a stitched rectangle from our stitched rectangle die set. I already cut that. This is 2 of those layered together, so I got this cute little frame. I just wanted to do a nice little frame, and that way I can use my shaker jar and apply it with this right on my background just a little bit more easily. So I'm just kind of explaining what I've done here. And we're gonna have to get out that Stamparatus, I think, because that the birch background stamp is pretty large. Okay. Yes, you are the long distance child. My other people are only a little ways away, so they're able to come Wednesday. Well, one of them is. I'm unfortunately, I think one might not be able to, but one will be able to. I think I'm going to leave my magnetic sheet. When you get your Stamparatus, it comes, I believe, with a pad, but it's not this pad. This one's a cleanable pad, and I don't remember if it comes with a magnetic pad. It might not, but I don't need this pad because I'm using it with a rubber stamp, but I am going to stick this in here, although I don't even think I need that in there, but anyway, I'm putting it in anyway. And this is the side of the one that I already stamped. And I think I want to stamp on this side just to make sure that oops, my plate's kind of acting up. There we go. All right. Yeah, when I was riding my bike this morning, I I could smell that newly mown lawn smell. It was wonderful. It smelled so good as I went along. It's funny how sometimes let me move this a little bit so that you can see. I hope I'm moving it so you can see the whole surface. Okay, I think you can. Anyway, it smelled wonderful. Sometimes when we're getting close to trash day, our trash day is Wednesday, so sometimes when it's getting close to trash day, when I'm riding my bike, it doesn't smell quite so good, but it did today. It was wonderful. All right, so we're gonna put that there, and then I am gonna use some crumb cake, and I'm gonna move this so you can see what I'm doing. Now I am going to I'm gonna stamp this a couple of times, but I'm only gonna ink it up once. Okay, so we're gonna put that one on there like that. Doesn't matter if it doesn't go perfect because I'm gonna shift my paper so that I can just get some other, you know, other stamping in there. That's probably enough, but I might just turn it so I get my edge a little bit there. There, that's good. Okay, so now that is our background. Isn't that cool? I love that. That's gonna be really nice on a variety of colors. This happens to be very vanilla that I stamped it on, but won't that look nice? I wanted it to actually look like birch. But if you didn't want it to look like birch, it could be on any color, and that would be fantastic. Okay, so we are done with that big background stamp. And I always have to check to make sure I'm putting the right side of my paper on. Now I keep my paper on there because I've noticed that this is so sticky that if you put, it doesn't matter if you're taking your stamps in and out every few weeks even, but sometimes for me a stamp set will sit like this with this cling side sitting, you know, on this plastic on the inside of it, of the case. It'll sit in there for months, and then when I go to open it again, that stamp is pretty much permanently adhered to the... Oh, I don't need all of that stuff in there. These are all my extras for my Stamparatus. Oh, let me get my magnets back on there. Those magnets are pretty strong. Don't want those clanging together later. It does look like birch, doesn't it? I love that. It's real pretty. Yeah, anyway, so now we are done with that. Let me close up this pad, if I can get, this is my old style one. I still kind of prefer that. I don't know if I should say that, but I do. All right, now let's trim that up. And I'm putting that on this one. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just kind of eyeball it here. Let's trim the side I don't like the most first. And when I'm not in a measuring mood today. So when I'm not in a measuring mood, I don't. Okay, so first of all, let's just cut off the tops. Just kind of getting an idea of how much I can cut off before I start. And then I'm just gonna stick it on. Oh, I kind of did it a little shorter actually than I wanted, but that's good. I'm not gonna mess with it anymore. Oh, it doesn't even go on that one, does it? Yeah, it does. Okay, good, we're gold. We're gold. All right, so now we can get to business with the shaker. Because this is gonna go on there, this is gonna go on there, this is gonna go on top of that, all right? Now to do the shaker card, I've just got a couple of little pieces of Whisper White that I'm gonna stamp on. And let's grab out what I did. I think I used my gray, I believe. Let's see here. Yes. Okay, so smoky slate is what I used because I don't want, I saw someone had Yes, the magnets do pinch your fingers. I've had it happen too, that blood blister thing, several times. I know somebody, another one that I saw, I don't know where I saw this, whether it was Pinterest or our demonstrator Facebook page. That's another thing. If you are a demonstrator, if you buy the starter kit, you get access to all this stuff that you can't otherwise. So I saw that she had colored her flowers really cool and used a lot. She didn't use smoky slate. She used something else. I don't know, but something even lighter. But she used black pen to kind of go in on some of the things. So that's what we're doing. And I'll put the camera down a little bit more. Hopefully my light's not too dim. It looks awfully dim over here. I had a bulb go out on me. But dim bulb, light going out, all good metaphors for what happens in the Crow Cottage. All right, so we got to get out the actual stamp set. Let's find that jar of flowers. It's really cute. Now it doesn't have any sentiments, so if you need sentiments, then you're going to need to find another set. But I have a bunch of them, so I don't really need them. I'm going to start with the stems. It actually does kind of help to start with the stems. Now, I have cut, I don't know if you can see that, but I have snipped my stems right at the top there. I'm not going to separate it apart, but sometimes I like to have my stems spread out like this and have instead of the floral thing being just straight up, it flares out a little bit. But today we're going to just leave it the way it is. Actually, let's use this one. Okay, so there's our stems. That was easy. And now we'll get the little jar. That mown grass does smell. You're not a dim bulb. I don't believe that. I'm not really a dim bulb either, at least not most of the time, although sometimes I am. Let's see here. There's the jar. We're going to go with the jar. But actually, I don't want all of these lines on the jar. Some of them are okay, but I want my shaker. Here's our little shaker thing. They're so cute. Look at that. These little mason jar shakers are so cute. Now, these are on back order, I think, right now. But if you are just patient, they will be back. You could order them, and I don't know when they will come in, but they will eventually, and you will be able to get little shakers. People have put M&Ms in them. They've put, just all kinds of things. So cute. But getting back to my point, I don't want a whole bunch of lines kind of messing with my jar. So I think I'm gonna just stamp on the sides of this jar and try not to, I'm inking, I should say, the sides, trying not to get all those lines. If I get some of them, it's okay, but I don't need all of them for sure. And I don't really want any of them. Now, I could just use my marker and color, but I find that I don't like my ink, I don't like the look of the ink when I do that. So I'm just going to do it this way. All right, there we go. Perfect. You can see there's just a little bit of the line, not a lot. It's pretty easy to ink that up that way. And if you had all those little tiny inker squares, those little ink spots, it's even easier. But even with this big one, it's pretty simple. All right, let's go ahead and I'm going to just color this before I get going on the flowers. And that way you can see how I am doing the Wink of Stella coloring, in case you have to leave and go and do something, because I have no idea how long this one's going to take. I'm hoping I can get to my second card, but I don't know if I will. We'll just see. So what I need is my markers. Hold on, let me grab them. And we're going to use the Wink of Stella. That's just the clear Wink of Stella that's in the catalog. And this is Pool Party, I believe. Yes, it is. Now, my Pool Party is just a tiny bit drying out. So I think I'm going to get out my Balmy Blue, too, in case I'm not having as much success. I'm going to start with the leaves first, just using our Granny Apple Green. So you're just going to color on your block with your marker, and using your Wink of Stella, you can paint your little stems. Isn't this cute? Now, hopefully I'm not getting so close that you can't really see what's going on, but you can pretty easily just apply the color that you want. And it does give you that shimmer from Wink of Stella. I love it. It's really pretty. If you want it to be darker, you just get in there and get some more ink. If you want it to be lighter, don't. Even I can do this. So I'm not much of a watercolorer because I just get way too much water. I think I just don't like the buckling that happens with my paper. And I think I'm not patient enough, and I really love the blending pens, so I'm not much into watercoloring. I really love it when I see other people's projects with it, and I do like it for backgrounds, but even with the backgrounds, I'm just not that patient. Okay, so there we go. And now that the color's kind of out, I can just go whoosh, 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 whoosh. And if you're concerned about it, you can do that. Okay, now I have used this Wink of Stella quite a bit, and I'm thinking, did I use all of my winking out? No, there. I don't know if you can see it, but it is definitely winking. There's lots of sparkly going on there, but it's pretty clean. If I'm getting something really dark on it, though, I am going to want to use my handy dandy wipe and just clean the brush a little bit. Now that's all the green we need, so we'll clean that off that block. You can see that was quite a bit of color, again, just from the marker. Pretty good deal, huh? And now we'll try it with Pool Party. Let's flip the block over. Maybe I can dry it there. We'll try it with Pool Party and let's see what happens. No, not that side. We need the fat side. Now you can see this is pretty. I'm not getting a ton of ink because I need to ink this one up. There's some there, but let's put in a little bit of our Balmy Blue too. All right, let's see what happens. I don't need a lot of water, right? We'll start at the bottom. And you can squeeze this to get more of that alcohol, glittery alcohol going. And as you can see, as long as you don't go right on those stems, then you get it gets lighter and lighter in color, so you can just color right over your stems, as long as you don't start right there. Kind of running out of some color. Let's put a little bit of more Pool Party there. All right, that's looking good. Maybe just a little more right here. I think I've used a lot of my Wink of Stella up, and might have to open a new one to finish here. We'll see. So I am just gonna clean that a bit. It's got quite a bit of blue. And then run to make sure that gets cleaned off. And you can add to your Wink of Stella, kind of forget how this works, but you can do things here. You can add stuff in here if you know what you're doing. I'd have to do some practice. I kind of forget how, so. All right. That's good. All right, that is the jar. And then if you want to make your jar just stand out a bit more underneath, because when you get your dome over it, you know, some of those edge lines might be a bit just not strong enough for you. And if that's the case, you can try just outlining a little bit with a black pen just to make those stand out more. But it's really not necessary, I don't think, at all. But if you like a sharper line, you can do that. I'm good with it as it is. So we're going to leave it. Now you do not punch this one out, because remember, this is going to go right on top here. Okay. All right, let me think about this now. How am I doing this again? I need to put my twine on this. So we'll take our little twine. We're going to have to take some of the, I don't want to take all of this off because I'm not really ready to just stick it on there yet. But I do want to get my twine on here. So I'm going to take just part of it off. Take that down and this down, just so that I can get my twine on it. So we have a wrapped jar. Oh, 70%, thank you for that formula, Jewel. 70% rubbing alcohol, and how you put that shimmer paint, or you can put that shimmer paint or something in there too, and it adds to that. There's all kinds of things you can do. I don't have any of that handy, so I still might have to open up a new. Well, no, I don't have to, because I've already got my flowers done. I do want to just kind of show you, but I don't have to actually do it. All right, I've got a pretty good length. I want to make sure I have enough to tie my bow on this side. All right, you can see my fingernails are in desperate need of attention. They are, I'm going to pinch this down as we go. Okay, because that's going to go underneath. You know, I'm going to need that to be on there, so stick that on there like that, pinch, maybe one more wrap. I think I have enough for one more around, maybe. Let's see. Okay. Ah, good, I do. Now, before I tie my bow, I am going to put this, there we go. I'm going to put that back up on there, because otherwise I'm going to have a terrible accident. All right, now I can tie the bow. Cute, cute little jar. Yeah, I was thinking of when I was going down the street smelling that wonderful mown grass, I was thinking, I guess Sunday afternoon, or maybe Monday morning, but I bet mostly Sunday afternoon must be the schedule for most people for mowing their lawn, because there was just, it was all over town, it seemed like. I didn't go as far today because my friend Michelle just lives down the street. She was out. Now, I don't want that right in the middle. Shh. Let's do that again, because I don't want that right in the middle. I want it on, it can be either side, but I don't want it in the middle. Okay, there we go. Let's try that again. And I was thinking about how different tasks, you know, for different, now I don't have any grass in the yard, so I haven't worried about mowing the lawn for, boy, it's been, I don't know how many years now, 15, 20 years? Maybe even more. I don't know. It's been a long time. So I don't know what the grass mowing schedule is for most people, but it must be Sunday afternoon or Monday here. Okay, there. Now that is done. Now I can put my little sprinkles right in, and why not? I think we're done. I'm not getting as many glitters as I did with my other one because of my Wink of Stella not you're gonna see me try to open a Wink of Stella, and I think you have to do something with it, and I don't think it's necessarily ready to go, is it? I think there's something you have to do with it. You guys can tell me as I look at these instructions. All right, let's see how to use. Remove the cap. Did that. Unscrew the cartridge. Let's get our thing out from under here so I don't ruin it. Remove the cap. Unscrew the cartridge. Remove, remove the black ring. Did that. Replace the cap. It's in French too, in case English isn't doing it for me. You know, I hope this is working. Replace cap. Shake well. Doing that. Now this has been sitting in my drawer for quite some time, so let's shake it a bit. Yes, take the black ring off. Thank you. And it says it's ready. Let's see if it really is. Because I'm not seeing as many sparklings here going as I did on my other one. Maybe it's just my light. Wink, I'm not seeing you. I'm not seeing wink happening here. Gently squeeze barrel. Oh, maybe that's what I'm not doing. The first time I got a Wink of Stella, I had to go online and find the instructions. I know you got stuff in there. It just opened you up. Ah, there, I see it. It's going good. In fact, I kind of messed up my image a little bit as it's going so good. All right, we're good, we're good. All right, on to more things. Get rid of the ring. Okay, so now we are gonna take, I've got some little blue things going here. I think we will. That's on there still, good. I want it to stay on there till I'm actually ready to, I'm gonna put that in there. Actually, I'm gonna pile it, because I like to, ooh, that's not dry yet, I bet. Let's let that dry a bit before I do that. Okay, while that's drying, let's go on to other things. So, I'm gonna show you the flower. I'm not gonna do a lot of the flower, because I've already done it, but I did just want to show you a tiny bit of how I did it. This block's kind of small, isn't it? This one's a lot larger. I'm not sure that I need it to be that big, but squeeze. Yes, it worked. It squeezed and it went. All right. So we've got the flower. Make sure I'm inked up good enough. Now I don't want it to be too dark. Nope, that'll be good. All right. Sure stick to your paper, don't they? For my days of the week for cleaning, I was thinking of, well, if I don't mow the lawn on Monday, the thing I do every Monday instead of mowing the lawn is I change the sheets on our bed and wash those and get them back on. I just generally, after years of change, you know, having because of time, having to store sheets and whatnot. Now we are down to 2 sets, and I generally don't even switch the sets. I just take them right out of the dryer and just put them on the bed. Now, which one is dead and which one's new? I think that's the dead one. Does say clear. Okay, so for this one, I just use the same technique. It works pretty good. And we'll get my block out and clean it. Okay. The bad thing about that is you get ink a lot on your fingers because you grab blocks with ink all over it that you didn't notice. Okay, Flirty Flamingo. Now this one too is kind of drying up. So, because my Flirty Flamingo needs to be re-inked, I am going to just grab this because it's kind of the same thing, you know. I'm just sticking a bit of that on there. And it might be a lot darker though, so you do have to be more careful because that's going to be a lot darker. So I'll kind of start it on the side here. Okay, and I'll start more in the center of my flower. But isn't that cute? Now my this is a brand new Wink of Stella, so I'm getting more of a silvery effect than I did when I did this one. But, okay, so I'm not going to continue because you're getting the idea. I'm just kind of showing you what I did for the flower. Let me show you what else I did. Let me clean that off before I stick my finger in it. For the center of the flower, I took pineapple punch because it packs a punch. It's really yellow. I was sorry to see this one go. This is a retired color. So it'll come on the clearance rack. If it does and you don't have this marker, you should get it, or you could get a Copic yellow. There's a cadmium, I think it's cadmium, I don't know, anyway, very bright Copic that I have that's an alcohol one. For this flower, on this card, I liked this better. This is Blackberry Bliss with some denim one, whatever the denim color is. This one is, I think this is just Balmy Blue or Seaside, and it's pretty too. So let's go ahead and go with that. We're gonna get Balmy Blue out. Because the other one, I don't know. I like it because it's darker, but I kind of like this one better, I think. We'll see what we get. Yes, this way. All right. All right, there you go. See how cute that is? And again, if you just get more ink, you get darker effect. Now, is it better than a blending pen? No. Your blending pens actually are going to blend easier. However, you do end up with this wonderful sparkle, which you can probably see on this one better. Okay, and so that's nice. It's already done for you. Is it any different than just coloring your image and then going over it with Wink of Stella? No. So I'm not sure that this is a great method, but if you like watercoloring anyway, it's an option. It's a way to use your markers if you have them laying around and you don't use them a lot. That's one way that you might get some use out of them. The other thing about this method, I think you do need a lighter ink, you know, when you start. And so this is why, oops, let me grab it. This is why having your very strong, oh, you like Copics and Zigs. Yeah, I haven't used any of those. I just have the Copics. I didn't want to invest in too much. You need a stronger contrast when you use that light ink, you know, as an outline, which you would do if you were watercoloring. So just getting some higher contrast, just go over those same lines. Doesn't that make that flower center pop out? And you can do that. Like with this flower, after I colored, especially on this one, the color was so dark, I couldn't even see these gray, smoky gray lines at all. So I just went over the lines with my black marker. All right, so that is that. We're going to put this aside. I did this one and I did an extra one because that one we're going to have pop up. This is following her exact instructions on our demonstrator site. So, and she has a video where she's doing it. All right, now we're ready for assembly then. So let's go ahead and get going. Let's do that jar. For this part I'm always a little nervous about. I'm going to put my camera up. I hope it wasn't too dark. It looks like it was kind of dark there, especially with this pink. The pink probably wasn't the thing to go with today with pink flowers. I wasn't thinking. All right, so we want to have our punch out this one. Okay, so I'm just centering it. Oops, let's see, that's the top. So I actually want to turn it over so that when it punches down, it's punching the way I want it to. Okay, so there we go. There's the punch. And now we can stick this through. Take that off. And gingerly. Ah, there we go. Now we seal that up really good. And now our image should be nice and dry so we can put our sparklers right in there. Okay. If I can get it open without, I don't have my nails done, so they're really, they're really likely to break at like every little thing. Let me see, what have I got here? I'm sure I've got something I can use handy. Oh, that's got a huge tip, but it'll work in a pinch. Oh, come now. There we go. Ooh, that was not easy. All right, I think you're dry. So I'm gonna just try to contain these right here, but they're just, they're just sequins, you know, that I got somewhere. They're blue stars, but they're the blue color that I wanted because the flowers for every season gems are very green, and that's fine for seaside things, but in my little flower jar, not so much. I'm not gonna have a ton of green in there. In my house, I would have a lot more blue than green, but that's just because I'm a blue person. Some people have a lot more green in their house, in which case this would work perfect. These little beads are just jade, I believe. They are gonna go really nice with our new in color, and I kind of like that just jade. I wasn't sure when I first got it if I was gonna actually like it as well, you know, as the ones we're giving up. That's the case with new colors every year. I am not liking that one. I like that old one better. And then as the year progresses, I get used to it, and then the same thing happens. I think, oh, I'm sorry, I like that old one. I'm just a creature of habit. So once the habit's established, I'm fine. It's just getting the new habit that's the problem. Okay, now that's that. Now we can apply the jar. All right, I'm gonna have to probably get my head in here on this one. Let me stand up. I think I'm gonna have to take off my glasses. Nope, that's worse. Okay, doesn't have to be perfect. Okay, there we go. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Cute, cute. Okay, so we get that all down there, and then you're just going to cut off your extra in the back. That we don't want. Okay. That is so cute. Look at that little guy. I love it. So cute. All right, now we want this nice little frame. I want my flowers to pop out of the frame. So to put this frame on, I need those foam adhesive strips. Ooh, I got an extra package in there. I'm glad because I'm down to the very last. Okay, so we'll stick that guy on there, like that. These are very handy, aren't they? These little strips. I do want them right in the corner. I suspect there'll be a lot of shaking going on with this card. I hope so. That's the whole point of sending a shaker card, is so somebody can have a lot of fun shaking it. Oops, make sure that's not showing. For me, if I was going to be mowing my lawn, I would be mowing it on Friday, because Friday is the day that I always clean. I do my dusting, well, I should say when I dust, then that's the day I do it. I don't dust all the time. I used to do it more religiously because Jeff has a lot of, I've got just this tiny bit. I should use it, huh? He's got dust mite allergies really bad, so I used to dust a lot more faithfully, and when I did it on Friday, because I grew up as a Seventh-day Adventist. It was just common to clean on Fridays, have everything all cleaned up so you could rest on the Sabbath, right? And it's sort of a habit I never tired of. And then I cleaned houses when we got married for a while. And most people like their houses to be clean on Friday, so it's, you know, clean for the weekend. So it's actually something a lot of people, I think, like to have done. I don't think anybody likes to do it themselves, but that's when I do that. All of that stuff. So Friday, I guess, is the most requested cleaning. If you're a cleaning lady, Fridays is the most requested day of the week. Okay, we'll get our little frame on here. So cute. All right, now we can apply it to our birch. We'll put a little extra glue there so that my paper stays down nicely. Okay, I'm putting a pretty good amount on there because I want it to stay on well. I love this knot, but there's no way I can not, you know, it gets covered up. There's just no way I can avoid it. It's just the way it is. And then this is gonna go on this. So if you go on Google and look, I went on Google to see what are the cleaning, what day of the week do most people do their stuff on, you know, like and I was shocked. There's tons. If you're interested, like if you have little kids at home and you're trying to help them acquire some decent habits, there's tons of charts that you can download or copy or print or whatever. Tons. I'm not making that up, online, that everybody has decided what day of the week is the best day of the week to, you know, do something like cut your hair, get your car clean, mow the lawn, etc. Those charts were never of much use to my kids, that's for sure. Oh, your grandmother was a Seventh-day Adventist? Awesome. So you probably know many of that's why you will not see jewelry on me. I never got into the habit of wearing jewelry. I do have my ears pierced, but when my kids were little, like babies, they grabbed my earrings, so I stopped wearing them, and now I don't have holes in my ears anymore. They are there. I can see them, but they are grown together. And every year I think, I'm going to go get my ears pierced again because I would like to be able to wear earrings again, and I never do. I just never get around to doing it. It's like one of those things that, you know, do I really need earrings? Do I really need, I like to buy stamps. Do I need to buy another thing? No, nah, I'll just buy the stamps. All right, it saves me from buying a lot of makeup, jewelry, etc. because I'm already spending too much money on my stamps. So do you have a day of the week that you do certain things and you always do it on that day? Because I, you know, it was a real shock when our kids left the house, mainly the boys, because our daughter probably didn't eat a ton anyway by the time she was leaving. But like I used to have to do dishes all the time, every day. The dishwasher got ran. Well, when they left, I didn't have to do the dishes every day, and but then I didn't really like smelly dishes in my dishwasher either. So now the dishwasher gets run almost every day, but it's not full. It's just that I don't want smelly dishes in there. Okay, now we can trim. This has probably been driving you crazy looking at my long tails, but I've left them because I wanted to make sure while I was monkeying around that if some terrible tragic accident happened, I'd have enough to play with there. All right, flowers. So we want those to stand up pretty far. I think I might need to put a bunch of dimensionals on that one. Let's just look and see. I've got like a whole bunch of extras here, all these little edge pieces. Let's get rid of those. take that guy off, and we'll stick you on there. Okay. And we'll put all these guys on here because I'm going to need to have at least a double layer of my dimensional, at least. I might want another. We'll see. Trying to use up the very last bit here. Before I get out another sheet. It's all sticking to me. All right, let's use this up. All right, whew. That one doesn't get gone. All right, let's see if that's enough. Oops, not upside down though. Yes, I believe that feels like that's going to be just fine. So we're going to stick that one there, and then this one's just going to pop out this way. I don't know if you can see, but I can see this little gap. I don't really like that little gap. So this little flower is going right here, you know. And so we're going to put this little guy right there. He's kind of covering up that, but I wanted to cover up that gap. I could, let's get him off before he's stuck too well. I could just slide him over a little bit, you know, and it still kind of conceals the gap. Anyway, you can kind of play with it. Now you can, another thing I have done that I actually preferred, I just didn't think about it when I was fussy cutting this out last night, is just don't fussy cut around the edge. And instead of fussy cutting around the edge, do a straight edge and put some lines. You can match them up with your stem stamp, you know, put your stem stamp down, lay this right where you're gonna want it, and then you can match up your stems. And then when you cut it, you're just gonna do a cut a straight across. Actually works better. But I wasn't thinking, but isn't that cute? And then on the inside, you can do all sorts of things. Now, we have got time because I think everything is ready. I can whip that other card together, I hope, quickly. If not, we'll just do part of it. But I wanted to show you how I did this. So, isn't this cute? I love this this soft suede with the little sunflowers on the side. They're really cute. So let's grab out, this is for the little jar lid, this basic gray. This is also Pink Pirouette. I'm trying to use it up. I used our pine wood planks and ran it through, and then I went over it. Now I think, yeah, I think it's the same color that I used. I've got some stitched squares. I'm using the very vanilla one. We're going to use this soft suede, and here's my standard card, and I believe this is for 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4, and then we're going to just put, I can just do this really quick. I better use my other unmentionable over here on this one. We will just do this quickly on the side whilst you talk amongst yourselves about what kind of project you might be working on next. This one I want to have plenty of slide time because I don't want it to stick too quickly there. So there. All right. Whew. Hide that. I do have an unusual smell in the room. All right, there we go. Now, for this very vanilla part that's going on there, I wanted to have a bit of pink peeking around the side. So, I'm gonna get out my Flirty Flamingo. Put these pieces to the side. And maybe this side would be better. I don't know. You can tell me, is that better or worse? I'm not sure. And Now this is Budding Borders. That one's a retired stamp set. I'm sorry if you missed it. It's actually pretty cute. I'm going to use this one. We do have another border one in the catalog. It's another border one. I do like these. I don't use them too often, but they are really useful with the Stamparatus. Now I'm going to use this big giant skinny block. But I find these long skinny things and I just lay it down and stick my block on you. Otherwise it moves, you know, it's like serpentine, sort of. All right, so we'll ink that guy up, but it's nice and long, so it's gonna go very nicely right on the edge. Now, one thing that's useful, I don't think, let me grab, if I'm using my Stamparatus, it has my grid papers, which can be kind of handy when you're doing stuff like this. So, this is just going to help me line up my stamp. And it's not going to matter because most of it's going to be covered up, oh shoot, anyway. But, wow. I don't even know how I got that on there. Okay, so we'll stick you right there. Oh, I see, it's on the side. It's typical what happens here. All right, so now this is going to help me line up my, I think, partly it's because I'm like not over it. I kind of want it to be straight though. Okay, that's pretty good. I'll just turn it. And then my lines can kind of help me. I messed that one up. And see what I'm talking about? All right, try to stay on my line. That was better. So this is the problem with your, now that's why I'm recommending using the Stamparatus. I just didn't want to take the time to get it out. But with my Stamparatus, I could lay it on here, then close the lid, and it'd be, you know, exactly what you want. So just a tip about these border stamps. They're pretty cool, but you definitely, if you don't have a Stamparatus, then you might not even want to bother getting a border one. But you can do, the border ones, you can do, you know, lines here and there, and you can stamp just part of it, and you can do your own background papers really nicely with these. So they come up with them all the time. So if you missed out on that one, you can always get the next one that comes out, or get the one that's in there if you really like it. All right, so now that is done. Where am I and what am I? Where are we? Oh, here we are. Okay. So this is going right on top. Oh, I must have done that not with Flirty Flamingo. This card is turning out totally different. Why? I don't want you in Flirty Flamingo. Even though I have a smudge there, this is going to totally mess it up. I cannot have Flirty Flamingo. So we gotta get out what I used, which would have been not powder pink, but not pink pirouette, petal pink. Okay, sorry about that, but that's gonna be kind of not working if I don't use the right ones. So I get to do it again, and it's gonna have a lovely smudge in it. Yeah. Go through the whole process again. Lay this down, stick the block on, ink you up, and it looks more crooked this time. All right, straight, straight, straight. See how it looks crooked there? You little bugger. Lay you down. think you're straight. Try you again. Okay. Man, the most complicated things sometimes with the things that are the simplest. I can't see very well here, but all right. There, that was pretty good. This still doesn't look like the right color. What color did I use? I'm gonna stick with this because I'm still not getting the right color anyway. I'm totally, I should have wrote that one down. I did not. Oh well, it must be powder pink or something, I don't know. Okay, but we're not going to continue. Since I'm not getting the right color anyway, I gotta find it though, because I need that color for this. And I thought it was Flirty Flamingo. Bizarre. All right, let's stick you on here and cover up some of you. You're just hideous now, because that's not gonna work. Look at this. Now I'm going to have to change my whole color plan or find that correct ink. Powder pink, maybe it was you. Oh my goodness. I'm on an ink search. That was it. Powder pink, who would have thunk? All right, gotta get my Berry Vanilla. Let's just quickly cut it out. I'm gonna just use you as my guide, so we can get a piece cut correctly without delay, hopefully. Try it again. I'm working my way into a corner again. Wow. All right, there we go. My stamps, I don't even have it all the way on there. I'm really losing it now. Finally getting the color I want anyway. Ooh, that was very time consuming. All right. All right. There we go. Perfect. Line you up. Oops, you're off. Yeah, if you use your Stamparatus, this goes a lot faster, believe me. Because then you just, you do have to clean off your stamp every time because you're going to have to reset it on each side, but okay. Oops. Get you right there. Okay, we're going that good. And voila. Now we're finally done with that part. That was very, very frustrating. All right. Now we'll put that block away. That's a pretty big one. And this is the one we want. I think I did use Flirty Flamingo though for the sentiment, but anyway, we'll not worry about it yet. So we're gonna slide that right on there. Good, that's going to work. Okay, my poor car hasn't been cleaned in ages. It looks horrible on the outside. Now it's perfectly fine inside because I just don't do any. I don't eat in there. I take my trash out. I had to live with kids for a long time. Once they left, it's like I'm never having a dirty car again. But the outside of my car is filthy right now because our wind is just driving dirt into it. You can do whatever you want, but with this wind, it's just been really incredible. All right, now for our cute little sunflowers that we're doing on the side. So we're not using, what am I using? No, I don't think I need. I think I'm using my, I think I'm using my sunflower stamp set. Let's see. What did I do with you? You must be hiding somewhere. Where are you, sunflowers? Huh. I'm kind of, there you are. Okay. I'm not showing this whole set today. I'm going to do this one later, but I do want to use this sunflower. So we're using the jar of flowers, sunflowers, but this is the sunflower from the Celebrate Sunflowers set that I'm using on the side. And I'm just going to stamp with soft suede. And just randomly on the side here, like this, and like this, like that. I'll kind of get one in there like that, okay? So cute. All right, I forgot on my card, I did forget to put my happy birthday here, but you know, any sentiment would work, and I wanted to move on to do this, and I just realized I didn't do that. All right, so for this part, I'm just coloring with my pencil, you know. You just can't go wrong with pencil on this dark cardstock. Look at that. It just makes those little centers pop. Isn't that cute? So this is not a Stampin' Up! Yellow pencil. I have a variety of pencils. I don't even know what this is. It's just it's a watercolor pencil that I bought years and years ago, big set. But if I could find my Stampin' Up! One, I have a Pineapple Punch one, it would be working exactly the same. So, and you can cover as much of that center as you want to. And then this is, again, this is just a random petal pink. Now, the only thing about this that you need to be aware of is that it will cover up your lines. So you want to just color around your detailed lines. You do not want to conceal all of that wonderful detailing, right? But you can get the tips, especially, get those tips. That'll really brighten up your... And if, like here, my leaf went over a little bit, yeah, I can just kind of color over it. So if you've got a little flub here and there, that's going to be fine. Oh, so cute. All right, now I'm not going to do all of this because we are really running short on time, but now you've got the idea. All right, so then the other thing that I did is I just stamped my... grab some more Whisper White. Okay, just stamping my jar with the Pool Party. And let's do the stems first. It really does just, I like to just do the stems first. I'm going to just do the stems with Mint Macaron. Just because that's the color I want to use for the leaves. So... do that. That's pretty strong, so that's good. If you want it to be a little bit less defined, you could just stamp off once. And grab out the jar. Okay, and let's put Pool Party on that. Okay, let me get my light out of the way here. All right, so Pool Party. Oops. Now, I've got it upside down, so that's the only thing you do want to make sure you're stamping the top of the jar on the where the stamps are, or the stems are thinner. Okay. Now, this is a photopolymer stamp, so I'm pressing pretty good just to make sure that that goes down really well. And you can use the water if you want. You don't have to. You can just color the water in, but we'll put it in there. It kind of helps me when I'm coloring it to know what I'm doing a little bit better. Where are you? Kind of mingling with my other colors. So there's the light one. Let's start with that. Light Pool Party. That's pretty pale, which is fine. Let's get the darker one going, and I think I'll use the smaller tip because I want to see how dark that is before I get too carried away with it. Yeah, that's pretty good, but I think we'll go ahead with the lighter one. So I'm just going to color the water. And it doesn't matter if I get into my stems because those stems are going to be separate anyway. I'm going to use, this is actually an old wasabi, wild wasabi. It's kind of dying out a little bit color-wise. It's working perfectly for me on these stems, but any of our greens would have the same effect. I'm going to just make sure where that line is for the water. I'm going over it a few times. Maybe I'll use my finer tip just to make sure that line is kind of hidden a little bit right there. And then because of that, though, I'm going to kind of go under the water a little bit with it there too. Okay? All right, so you can play with that till you get the way you want it. Then you can just take your ink and extend your little stems. Just extend them. Now, I don't have my stamped image done, so, and I am going to punch it out, so I don't really want to stamp it, but I can kind of see where my flowers are. It doesn't really, on the sunflower one, there are really no stems showing, so I can just put my stems however I want. I think we'll get the fatter part. So you can just kind of see how they go. And I'm extending them up here too, because your punch is going to leave a little bit. Just to be on the safe side, I'm just sticking them out, even though that's probably going to get punched off. Okay. I don't know if you've ever done, remember those puzzles you used to do a long time ago where you finished the picture? They started it and then you finished it. It's kind of the same thing. All right, so now we'll just punch out our little jar. Gotta get it trimmed down so I can do that. Okay. There you go. Cute, cute. And then, let's see, where's my... This is going to be my the little jar lid. There's a tiny little jar lid. It's so cute. Ooh. Put a little memento black on that. There we go. That's probably the only black one I'm going to use. And this one does not have a die, of course, so it's all fussy cut. But it's not too hard to cut out this lid. There. All right, and then we'll just glue that onto our jar. And I'm probably, I wonder, let's see, where did I punched you out. There you are. I'm gonna have to clean up my desk. I'm starting to get too many things. I cannot see what's going on. All right, we're gonna cover up some of that, but high. There you go. All right, my goodness. I don't mind having some of my stems sticking out, because even this is an open, this is the ring, right? This is, because it's a vase, you know? So I don't mind having some of my little things sticking out there. This is that twine, that, oh, petal pink, white baker's twine. Wipe that around, wrap that around. Wipe it, wrap it. Okay, I think I didn't leave enough of a end there to give me a bow, so let me get a little of that off so I can do a bow. Oh, you're wrapped too good. I have to unwrap. Where are you stuck? There we go. Okay. You don't need it to be wrapped as much as I'm wrapping, I suppose. But anyway, there's nothing cuter than flowers with a little wrapped. I mean, this is like the simplest vase you can do. I used to go down, like every couple of weeks, I went down to Goodwill and bought for $1, you know, nice glass vases for my flowers, so that when I take flowers to people for our benevolence group at church, I had, you know, cheap vases. Well, now Goodwill is closed. I can't get those. But actually, a little mason jar works beautifully for flowers. Okay, cute. Let me get rid of some of my scraps. All right, now, so that's going to go like that. We've got this pine wood plank piece. Oh, I forgot one of the parts that I wanted to do with this. So this pine wood, I took my same border that I had. Glad I figured out what color I was using though, because it does make a difference. Lay that down again so I can get a reasonably straight bit going. Powder pink. No, that wasn't what I was using, was it? It must have been powder pink, huh? Okay, anyway. And then just inking that up, and I'm just applying it to my, no, I'm not using that part because that's too strong, so I'm gonna just abandon that one. I wanted it, I could just take a sponge and get the same effect. Basically, I'm just kind of distressing my pine wood plank a bit. Kind of just doing it a fast, the easy way, a fast, easy way. All right, now, let's grab, where's my little trimmer? I have no idea where my little trimmer is gone. He's disappeared on me, but we only need to trim tiny bit here. So we're gonna trim. Let's use, this is the size I want. So let's trim off the parts that I don't want for sure. Okay. And then, okay, bye-bye, Freddie. Thanks for watching, you guys. I'll see you later. I know many of you are having to take off now. This is way past my time, but I do kind of want to get these finished. So I'm going to just slide you right there. If you already have your cardstock embossed, you do have to be careful when you're cutting it to just do it gentle at first and then hard, because otherwise, because it's ridged, it will it'll catch and tear. So you do have to be a little careful of that. This glue works great, even with these edges that are raised and oh, you just have to use a fair amount, but it will definitely hold it on, which is unlike many glues, because, you know, oops, let's make sure we're putting it on the right side. All right, just need to see a little bit of that soft suede edge right there. Okay. Just that little bit there. All right, and I'm gonna raise the camera a bit. I've got it up, got it pretty close to me. All right, where is the rest of my card? There it is. All right, and that's gonna go on there, and we're going to use this like this, and I'm just gonna glue this right down. It's ready to go, so we might as well just do it. I'm still gonna have to finish coloring my sunflowers on the side, but I'm not going to finish it right now. I can do that later. You can see what I'm going for. Okay, so I'll just finish coloring those later. And pull that just a tiny bit over if I can. Nope, it's not gonna budge. All right, good. So, Trust Me, You're Lovely. That is from the Lovely You. This is a new one. This is with the Pick a Punch set, and Pick a Punch is like the mini varieties, but there's this Trust Me, You're Lovely stamp. It's cute, but it's very long. So what I'm going to do is just stamp part of it. So let's grab a big enough stamp that I can see. I'm going to line the words up so that they are level with the bottom of my stamp. And then let's grab Soft Suede, the marker, out. And we will do the Trust Me, Your part. So here's Trust Me, and the little comma, and the word your, right there. Okay, just coloring that. And we're gonna put this is gonna be on the diagonal. Oh, I don't want it like that because I want the your underneath there. So let me start over on that. So when you clean your stamp, you need to make sure it's very dry when you're repositioning like this. So I'm just gonna use my towel on the side and dry that really good. Let's try that again. I need the Trust Me. Just the Trust Me part first. Okay. All right. Trust Me. And we'll get that all off. Dry it off really good. Okay, and then the your part right here. Your. The yours right underneath those words, and you can see my lovely showing a tiny bit there. I'm kind of rushing. If I was trying to be more careful, I would not have done that. I think I'm going to use Flirty Flamingo on this one. Oh, but I'm not going to use my marker. What am I thinking? I've got to use the marker. Okay, and then you just have to be careful when you're coloring not to color those other words. All right, this is pretty close up there, so this one I have to be a little more cautious with. Good. And lovely, lovely, lovely. Okay. Let me put that away before I lose it. I really like all the sentiments on this one, so this is a really good one to go with your jar of flowers. You've got some other flowery things too that you can add in to your, to your vase if you wanted to make it a little bit even more. So anyway, that's why I like that one. All right, so let's see here. We're gonna stick this on dimensionals. And we're gonna just stick that right on the card, but I do need to make sure I've colored my Let me finish. Where's my pencil? Pencil, where did you go? I've got so many things kicking around on my my desk now. There you are. My goodness. Okay, so I better get some of this done just because I'm covering it, you see. I don't want to, it's hard to color around things, so I think that one I don't need to worry about. All right, so we'll put dimensionals on the back of this. Put a few on there. All right, I do not have a day of the week to clean or to cut my hair because my hair is getting pretty long. But because of all of our hairdressers being closed, I couldn't get my hair cut anyway. But man, it is getting long. I need to get it cut. And I don't want this point of the card. I don't want this point to match up with my plank. So as long as your plank's not quite matching up with that, it works. Otherwise, it just kind of looks a little bit off. And then the jar is going to go here. So we'll stick on the dimensionals and get that guy on. I'm going to put a dimensional right on my twine, kind of keep it on there while I'm playing with it still. Okay. And then, whoop, don't leave. And we'll stick that, about right there. It'll be fine. Okay. Finally, we're getting to the end. Now, for these flowers, they are so pretty, aren't they? I love them. Let's grab off my border stamp. And get out the sunflowers. So you do not have to have just gold sunflowers. That's why I wanted to do this card, to just do one that didn't have just yellow. You know, you can do yellow, you could do any kind of color. It does not have to be, yellow. There, I think I lost my plastic, but I'll find it later. All right, so here's the sunflowers, and I think I still am using this gray. I still don't want it to be super, super dark. Okay, clean that guy off, and put you back in there, and let's color you up and get done. All right, so I am going to just start with, I'm starting with the little Flirty Flamingo tip. Going to just use my blending pens. Okay. Let's do it this direction since this is actually the bottom, I believe. All right, yeah, although with flowers, who knows? You can toss them all around. Okay, let me bring this down. I hope I'm in the frame. I'll have to keep my eye on that. I might be out of it by now. All right, so that was the dark Flirty Flamingo, and then we'll just use some light. And I'm not going to the tip, I want that tip to be a little lighter. And you can get this colored pretty quickly if you want to. Okay, and then I think I used don't think I used Granny Apple Green. My stems are mint macaron, so I better stick with that color. All right, so mint macaron. We're going to use the dark one first. Just kind of get a feel for it. okay, where those leaves are. And I'm going to do these leaves like that. Okay, and the stems. And then we'll just use the light one for the ends of those leaves. Okay. All right. Let's get a little more there. All right, we'll use bronze for that nice cone. Now you can see when I put that dark cone color on there that, you know, it starts to lose a lot of the detailing of the gray, smoky gray. Now I think that doesn't look like, I need the really bright one, which is Pineapple Punch. Okay, so we're getting a really dark Pineapple Punch, and now we're just gonna, ooh, that's the really dark one. I don't know that I really wanted the super dark one, but that's all right. Let's start with that. And we'll get the lighter one for the tips. Just to make it, it's a sunflower, right? So it can be different colors, but I don't want it to be too dark. Okay, there we go. And if that's just too much for you and you want it to be, you know, a bit pinkier, then just grab any lighter pink. This is actually Pink Pirouette. That one won't work, but petal pink would, if I can find it. Here it is. Okay, so our dark petal pink, that will kind of calm down that yellow a bit if it's, you know, too much for you. Generally, with your blending pens, you can just kind of keep going till you get the color that you like. And for that center, I really do want it to be pretty light. So one thing that I do is take my gel pen. If there's anything that I kind of want to have a little bit of a zip, just use that. That one's pink. White will do too, kind of the same effect, but maybe a little less fluorescent-y. That was kind of a fluorescent-y white. But you can get some pretty good effects with your white gel pen. And some of these gel pens have glitter in them. So this yellow one actually has some glitter. Kind of cool. Okay, but your Wink of Stella will do the same thing, but this can add just sometimes a little bit of, like I said, a little bit of zing. What's really cool to do is go in with your black marker, just add some little seeds. Okay, add those little seeds in. Oh, so cute. Okay, now you can see I added quite a few just around the edges, and then just some here and there too, in there. You know, use your discretion, and you can do that. I think I'm gonna just use my, back in here, light Blackberry Bliss, or yeah, that's the light one, like that. We want our super bright yellow in the center there. And we'll get a bit of pink going there. No, not that one. Let's try Pink Pirouette. There we go. Just experiment with your colors and see what you get. And then with your, again, with your black marker, if you don't like your definition, you can go in and make some changes. Just following the lines of what's already there, and you can add in some definition there. think actually I probably want to use my green rather than my black on that one. Probably don't really like that black. So what I'm going to do is use my white gel pen and edit it. Okay, there you go. And it is now usable. And this is where you do have to fussy cut. And it's very painstaking. Every time we ever get a stamp like this, and I know it has a punch, so we're getting a punch, but can you not do a punch with a die? Is that like not legal or what? Because I need the die so I don't have to be doing this. And of course I want to cut out every single bouquet. I'm not going to want to just stamp it on my card. I mean, seriously, I'm so used to having dies for practically every flower thing we ever get anymore that I've gotten so spoiled. So I don't wanna be spending time doing this, but here I am doing it again and again and again. Which reminds me, here's a good joke for you. What sweater can you wear again and again and again? Every day of the week you can wear this sweater, this kind of sweater, over and over and over. It is a cardigan. Again and again. Cardigan and again and again. And anyway, it's a kid's joke. You gotta be there to appreciate it. All right. Get my little bow out of there. I'm not sure how you got tucked in. How did you get tucked in there? Where's your other end? There you are. That was funny. Ah, there you go. All right, now we can put on the bouquet like that. Ah, so cute. All right, I am finally done. I cannot believe it took that long. I am so sorry. Here I am. Oh, wow, that was a long one, but wasn't it worth it? The jar of flowers is so cute. You are going to love it. So you can do your shaker card, you can do this card and actually finish it, which I didn't quite do, but close, and just so many more. So if you want to get my newsletter, check out on this page. I think every week, I do a newsletter every week, and in that newsletter I give tutorials for some cards that I've done, and I sometimes post them on my website, Kathy Crow's Cards, but I don't always. So, I don't know that I have a link from this Facebook page to my website. Get the newsletter. All of the links are always in there, and you can always just Google Kathy Crow's Cards, and I'm sure eventually you will find me, although I don't pay for ads, so I won't be on the front page, I'm sure. Who knows what will come up, but you can search for me. My face is on the page. You'll know it's me. Anyway, you guys have a great week. Thank you so much for watching. Again, if you have any interest in being part of Stampin' Up, this month only, you have an opportunity to get almost $200 worth of things for just $99 and get to be part of the Crow's Nest Crafters, and we're a pretty fun group. I do everything online with my group because, especially now, we were already doing that, so being social distancing was not an issue for us because we were already doing that. Here in our state of Washington, things are kind of coming back, and so we're doing things back here at the cottage again, but I still do it online for people who can't be here. So good time to join our team and Stampin' Up. now you get 20% off. You start by getting 25% or 20% off of all of your purchases from Stampin' Up. And that's really the reason we all do this, right? We are demonstrators purely for the opportunity to get our discount. And so, yes, Trudy, awesome. And Trudy knows you get your, you start with 20% off or 20% off pretty quickly. You can go to 25% off, and it is sweet. It's a sweet deal. So if you're interested, shoot me a message and I'll be happy to get you started. And anyway, thank you for watching, ladies, and sharing and joining me, and watch next week. I'll be back again, and it looks like we're still headed for wind. Be safe out there. See you later. Bye.